Sabah, in his Cairo training, had to pass 9 degrees of initiation. The secrets of this initiation were intended only for the chosen, so the versions that have come down to us are undoubtedly incomplete and corrupted. Much of what we know, or think we know, about the assassins comes from one 15th century Egyptian historian, al-Makrisi. Though a Sunni, Makrisi seems to have been genuinely curious about Sabah and his followers. In any case, Makrisi describes a very sophisticated system of indoctrination and psychological control. In the first degree, the teacher sowed doubt in the mind of the pupil. He undermined faith in everything, even in the Prophet and the Holy Quran. At the same time, the teacher dropped tantalizing hints about a hidden inner powerful truth. But the student wasn't going to get that yet. The only way out of this doubt and confusion was through the student's absolute faith and blind obedience to his teacher. In this, you might recognize what today we'd call cult programming. In the 2nd through 6th degrees, the novice was schooled in the mystery of numbers, especially the numbers 7 and 12, and the mystical nature of the 7 lawgivers sent by God: Adam, Noah, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, Muhammad, and Ismail. The initiate also learned that along with these prophets were 7 helpers, or silent prophets. There's the odor of the ancient Pythagorean mystery cult in this number business. The classical teachings continued in the 6th degree, where the aspirant was taught the philosophies of Aristotle and Plato. This was part of his training in analytical and destructive argument. It used reason to undermine or support any proposition. What the Jesuits would later call casuistry, clever but unsound reasoning, that is, situational ethics. The aspirant learned that Islam was just a dim allegory of the truth, its rites and rules empty nonsense. The 6th degree also introduced a mysterious being, the Lord of Time. This also drew from pre-Islamic Persian mythology. Behind the name lay the ancient deity Zerwan, or boundless time, a god known to the Greeks as Kronos and to the Romans as Saturnus. In the 7th degree, the novice got his first taste of the real truth. He was introduced to pantheism, the doctrine that all humanity and all creation are one. Likewise, the forces of creation and destruction were one. Thus, good and evil were mere illusions. There are many hints of Gnosticism, a doctrine holding that salvation comes through special knowledge, not faith. The 8th degree continued the deconstruction, reconstruction of the initiate's mind by revealing that the true God was a nameless being, a deity of whom nothing can be predicted and no worship rendered. All this set up the aspirant for the ultimate reveal. Nothing is true. Everything is permitted. There was no God, no heaven or hell, no ultimate truth. All that mattered was action, and the only person who could give a valid reason for carrying out an action was the great teacher, the head of the sect. What it arguably boiled down to was antinomianism. Simply put, antinomianism rejects any absolute rules, moral or otherwise. It's a form of nihilism, philosophical anarchism, which isn't to say the assassins believed in nothing. They believed they were right. They believed in the principle that to the pure, all things are pure.